Lonely, single, and in a pandemic. How high-value women reinvent themselves. Hello, my name is Chengi, and you, my precious one, are my world. Welcome to Chengi's World 2021. Right here, ladies, where I teach you how to present as a high-value, high-status, high-worth woman that knows how to make herself irresistible to high-value men. And if that's you, you're on the right channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you are informed every single time I upload a video. And if you're coming back, welcome back and Happy New Year. Loads of love from me to you. So today we are dealing with being lonely
and single in a pandemic.
and really how a high value woman would use this time to read. And let's start with stuff that you may feel seems to be not quite. Let's just start with number one. This is something that I take my SMAS students through, and those are my Soulmate Attraction System course students through. And the first thing that we do in the first two modules is really get an understanding of our landscape. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of a tip from that module. Of course, we go into it way more in depth because they will be doing one-on-one coaching sessions with me along the way. But this is a very important tool for every high value woman. And this is a perfect time of the year to begin to set yourself up and really begin to work on that reinvention wheel. And that is to set your goals. Now, I know that you hear it all the time at this time if everybody's making resolutions and setting goals. But it is particularly important that you set goals. If you haven't done it, goal setting is really something to do with an ultimate end that is achievable with small little steps along the way that you can do every day and track yourself every day to make sure they're being done. The reason I ask my clients to set goals, and they set goals in 12 areas of their lives. So these are health goals, these are family goals, community goals, goals in areas that make up the human experience. And these are the 12 areas that I ask them to set goals. And the reason you're setting goals is for you to understand that your life as a single woman is the cake, okay? A man is the icing on the cake and the cherry on top, okay? But the cake, the real life, the life that brings joy and happiness and wholeness, that's the life you can and must create for yourself. And that is the life that a man buys into. Men want women with amazing lives. I'm not talking about amazing careers necessarily or great jobs. I'm talking about amazing lives. Lives where when he calls you, you've just finished a workout, or you've just been with family, and you always have something amazing to talk about, positive to talk about, because your life is so full. And that man is going to feel like, oh my gosh, I need to fight for a place in her life and really be worthy of sharing in her happiness. And so it's really important also that when we realize how much our lives are the cake, that even without the icing, we can really enjoy a good old slice. And when the icing comes, we know where to put it. We're not going to be clingy. We're not going to be needy. We're not going to have those little, clinginess situations and those attachment situations. So it's really important for you to see your life as a whole person, that your life is not just about that little piece called romance. It's not just about that. But in your goals, you can set a romantic goal for the things that you want and the man that you want to find. So go ahead and do that. The second thing and most important thing that we do, especially in module 2, is to take inventory. This is possibly the most powerful thing that any woman can do at any point in her life when she's ready to transform her life. Okay? First, set your goals, right? And then take inventory. What are we taking inventory of? We are looking at the last 5 men that you have been in a relationship with, or the last 5 men that you dated. And what you're going to do is start with guy number 5 and then work your way down to the last guy you dated, the most recent guy that you dated. And what you're going to do is you're going to write a story how you met, what were the issues that broke you up, and what were the wonderful things that kept you in the relationship for as long as they kept you. So you want a list of the things that broke you up and the things that finally that made you stay, and you want to do that for all 5 of the guys. And then at the end of that, you are going to create what I call with my clients a pattern log. Okay, so I'm giving you some serious high quality stuff that my girls work through, and of course they usually are working through the course with me, and obviously there are more questions in that and more searching questions, but this can really be valuable to you too at home if you are not in a position to work with me. So basically, once you've taken inventory of all of your exes, what I would like you to do is start to do a pattern log. What are the things that you have done in all of those relationships? Good, bad, and indifferent. Did you fall in love too quickly? Did you sleep with him too quickly? Do you tend to sleep with these guys really quickly, or fall in love quickly, or overshare? What are the things the patterns that you do in every relationship? Because you see, the healing and the point of pain is hidden in the patterns, because we create the relationships that we have, we attract the people that we attract, and then we're perpetuated by the patterns that we repeat, and so we keep having the same heartbreak experience. Okay, so within those relationships, when we're looking at the good, the bad, and the ugly, and we can put down those pattern logs, the things that we have seen repetitively happening. Maybe you don't always speak up, or you see red flags and you wave them off, and you think maybe you can heal them, or maybe in relationships you never speak up until it's too late, and then when you do speak up, he leaves or whatever, and you'll be able to see those patterns. Once you've got a pattern log and you've got an idea of the patterns that you tend to go around, then I want you to think about how do I show up? How can I show up differently? What can I do differently? You see, if you keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result, I believe that's called insanity. So you want to figure out how you can begin to disrupt those patterns. Perhaps the next time you date, you're going to choose men that's slightly different, maybe the opposite of the guys that you normally go for. And then you're going to perhaps this time pace yourself a little bit more, maybe share less, maybe speak up a bit sooner. As you begin to shift your patterns, it also shifts your energy. So you want to write down all the things that you're going to do differently, and all the things you've learned about yourself in those relationships, and also the things that you loved. And the reason why you want to put down the things that you love is because they alert you to what your core needs in a relationship. Many of us are dating without a clear idea of our core needs. What do I need to be happy in a relationship? What would make me want to stay in a relationship forever? The clues are in your past relationships, because those things being present probably made you stay longer than you would have stayed. Okay, maybe you need somebody who has time to listen to you, or maybe you have great fun, humor, maybe you dance together, maybe the things that you shared maybe was food, and you now know, okay, these are my core needs for me to stay in a relationship. And it also helps you figure out your non-negotiables. I've got a video on this channel, my 5 non-negotiables. Have 5 non-negotiables, and these are the things that always broke the relationship, the things that always brought you great pain. That is your soul and your spirit trying to tell you that these things are non-negotiables for us. We cannot compromise at this level. So perhaps men that lie, non-negotiable. Men that live with mommy, non-negotiable. Men that are unemployed, non-negotiable. I'm not telling you what they should be, but it might be that you have a pattern of dating maybe men that earn less than you. Then now you know that has brought pain at least 3 times. Therefore, maybe we're not going to do it this time. The only way to reinvent yourself is to know who you are, who you were, how you were showing up. And then what you're going to do is go back to your original goals that you set, and you are going to impose the new you and the new story on those goals. And then when you have finished doing that in little steps, you hold yourself accountable. Holding yourself accountable is very important. Nobody achieves their goals without accountability. Nobody ever really gets or recovers from a way of behavior without accountability. This is why alcoholics go to Alcoholics Anonymous and they have a sponsor and they have a community. These are elements that help you change patterns. And I want to obviously invite you to the mentoring club. It is a subscription-based membership, but you will be surrounded by queens like you who will hold you accountable to what you said you will do, hold you accountable to getting the work done. And of course, you will have myself and my other 2 coaches in that group supporting you with the change. But this is definitely a time and a season when we're all sitting down in this time of silence to really begin to introvert, to begin to look on the inside of ourselves. And when you start to do that work, guess what happens? Lonely goes, and you don't feel so lonely anymore because you are keeping company with yourself. You are developing self-awareness. And above all, you are developing a relationship with yourself that will reflect in your relationships with other people. So before we go and kick people out of our lives or cut them off, what's really important is that we do the introspection. You see, a high value woman always wants to up her game. She always wants to do better. She wants to perform at a higher level because she brings more to the table than just a pretty face. I hope that this video was helpful. If you'd like to join the mentoring club, of course, you are more than welcome. Just follow the link in the description box and you will be able to register to join the mentoring club with myself and 2 of my coaches to help you out and hold you accountable. And of course, do not forget to be on the Mastering Attraction Masterclass taking place on the 16th, and you can get all the links in the description box below. And I would love to catch up with you there because I'm gonna be like dishing out some serious tea out here in these streets, girls. Hello. Okay, so you definitely want to be on that girls only course. So I look forward, as quite a few of you already on this. I'm really excited. See, there's still more seats available. Obviously, the early bird is over, but grab yourself a seat, share it with a friend, and let's have fun on the 16th. On the 16th, bring a cup of wine, a glass of wine, or a cup of coffee, or tea, or herbal, or whatever you're drinking, because it's gonna be a night to remember. We're gonna be winning out here in these dating streets. I'll see you on my next video. In the meantime, take care of you. Love you lots. Bye-bye.